Hey YouTube! So my name's Amanda and I used to make videos a while ago and then I moved so I didn't have a camera because I used to record on a Mac, and so I stopped and I haven't made videos in a really long time, but I just recently got a camera for Black Friday. It was like one of the ones that was on sale at Target, so I just thought, well, let me just sit down, and I thought of something earlier today and I'm going to tell you what it is. So this morning I got a facial, right? And when you go, like, you're not supposed to like really be wearing makeup, so I wasn't wearing anything. I just washed my face this morning and then I went over there. And you're not supposed to really wear any makeup afterwards either, but I'm supposed to go out today, like just here and there running errands, and I didn't want to go completely barefaced, and I thought, well, what can I do that it's not going to like mess up the facial that I just had done, which might be why I'm a little bit shiny. It's because they do, you know, like put on the moisturizers and things like that on you, so my skin is a little bit like, you know, shiny looking today, but it also feels really good, so I don't want to wash it off, and I don't want to put anything over it that's gonna like ruin all like the work that they did this morning. So I have a couple things planned for what I'm gonna put on, and I just thought, well, why not? I have the time, so let me just sit down and record it. So I'm not putting on any face makeup. I would really like to cover up like the, you know, scars that I have here and like blemishes in here and there, but I thought, you know what, let me just try to let the facial like do its work and things like that, and let me let my skin breathe, and I'll just put on just a little bit of makeup so that I, you know, still feel like presentable. So I am going to put on a little bit of concealer, and this is completely wiped off, but I can see that this says Lumi, so I don't remember if that's like the L'Oreal Lumi or Revlon Lumi, but whoever does like the Lumi concealer, and the color is Nude. I think this was like the second lightest color, just because I do like to have this little bit of brightening, and I am going to use this to prime my eyelids too for a little bit of eyeshadow. So just going to put a little bit of that, just a little bit under my eyes, because I didn't really put on an eye cream. I think they just put on like a moisturizer. I'm just going to rub that in with my fingers. I'm only, I think, using 1 or 2 brushes for this whole look, because I'm not doing really any face makeup, so there's not really, you know, I don't really need tools or anything like that. I'm going to give that a little bit of time to dry, and while that's drying, I'm going to do my eyebrows. This is the Cella eyebrow pencil in Tantalizing Taupe. I'm not sure what other colors this actually comes in, but even though my eyebrows are pretty dark, I find that this does work for me, even though my eyebrows are pretty thick already, so I'm not really creating a brow, I'm just filling it in a little bit. I do have like a little bit of sparseness right here. I like to fill in. You can see my eyebrow hairs over here are kind of crazy. I do need to trim them down, but we'll just work with it today. I like to help perfect my tail. Everyone's tail is a little bit weird, and if I am looking over here, it's because I do have a mirror over here too. And the other one. So yeah, I guess let me just talk while I'm doing this, so you're not just sitting there in silence watching me. So why did I decide to make YouTube video? Honestly, I got into watching YouTube videos probably in like 2012, I think, maybe 2011. So it has been quite a while now. It might have even been longer than that. I don't remember, to be honest. So I have been watching YouTube videos for a while, and honestly it just looks like so much fun. It really does. I know that they do get something like a whole bunch of stuff, which is why some people do start doing it. I just think it's fun, and I love makeup and wear makeup all the time anyway. So I figured, why not, kind of thing. Like, let me just do it. I have the camera, which I do use like as a picture camera too, but you know, why not? Let me just do it. It's fun, and it looks like fun, and I love makeup, you know, just like so many of you do out there. So I just thought, well, I just want to do this thing for myself. And now I'm using the MAC Eye Kohl in I Get No Kick. It's kind of like a champagne-y color. It's really pretty. It just kind of brightens and makes it look like a little bit lighter, and since I'm not wearing too much makeup, but I do want to kind of keep the attention at my eyes instead of like the rest of my skin, I do want to bring like some brightness there. I'm just putting that on the lower waterline, and I'm also going to drag it a little bit on the inner corner and just underneath right there. And let's put it on the inner corner too. Just kind of rub that in a little bit, make it look a little bit brighter. It also does kind of widen a little bit. I do feel like my eyes are a little bit close together, which is why I like to do that. And maybe they're not really close together, but I mean, we're all insecure about something, right? So that's just what I've always felt like, my eyes were too close together, and that does kind of give the illusion that they're a little bit farther apart. So the eyeshadow that I'm putting all over the lid is Sin by Urban Decay. I don't know if you can see that, so I'm kind of like testing this out for myself. But it's Sin by Urban Decay. I love it. This one, I mean, you can buy it by itself. It does also come in the Naked One palette and like a million other palettes. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear my dog scratching over there, and he might come over to say hi. I don't know if you can see him. But this actually came in the Sephora Superstars set from last year. I just haven't really used it because I do have it in palettes and things like that. And I'm just using my fingers, and I'm just going to put that all over the lid. And then for the face, only going to do pretty much 2 things for the face. First thing is that we're going to do blush. This is Clinique's Cheek Pop in number 15 Pansy Pop. It's just like a really pretty, like, I don't know if the lavender color is right, but it's really beautiful. I really love it. But you can see, like, I'm going to try to swatch it on my finger. And let's see how it comes up on camera. So you can see that it looks pretty bright, but it actually doesn't transfer that bright. It just looks really kind of glowy and fresh on the skin. And so I thought, well, let's just pop that on. And it does bring, you know, just a tiny bit of color, but in like the prettiest way. Like, you're probably not even really going to be able to tell. You kind of do have to like pack it on, which I think is nice in a blush, because then you don't have to be so careful with it. You can just kind of be like a little bit more careless and just like easygoing, very low maintenance, which is pretty much what I am. Just going to bring a little bit of color to the skin, and it's going to tie in with the lip color I want to do. So I'm done with cheeks, and now I'm going to, oh, I forgot to do mascara. How could I? So I'm using the Tarte Lights Camera Splashes mascara. It is waterproof. I do really need waterproof because my eyelids are, just basically my whole face is pretty oily. So if I do anything that's not waterproof, it'll smudge, and even sometimes when I do waterproof, it'll smudge. So I have to be really careful with mascara. And I'm just looking down into my mirror and just sweeping up. Since this is so natural, I'm not going to really pile on the mascara, but this mascara is pretty good for that. It does let you, great. See that? What did I just do? And last thing is going to be my lip color. I'm just going to put on a tiny, I'm actually going to mix 2 colors. So the first thing I'm going to put on, oh, they're actually both by Revlon. One is the Revlon Lip Butter and Berry Smoothie. Just going to put a little bit of this on, because I like how moisturizing it is, and it is kind of bright. Putting that on, and then over it I'm putting the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain in Crush Begun. It's kind of like a dark berry. And I feel like that really makes a difference and brings a lot of like color and life to the face. So I think that's it. Now that I am looking, I do kind of want a little bit of a highlight on. So I'm going to put, I just have like a little sample of the Benefit What's Up. And I am just going to dab that. The tops of my cheekbones, top of my brow a little bit, and then I'm just going to blend that out. Sorry, that was my phone, but I ignored it. And right there. And then just blending in with my fingers. And that's it. I think I'm done. So thank you if you watched, and I will see you hopefully in my next video. Bye!